everyone. Today we are going to start with our next chapter of grammar, that is tag questions. So first of all, what is tag question? So tag question is a special construction in English. It is a statement followed by a mini question. We use tag questions to ask for confirmation. They mean something like, is that right? Do you agree? They are very common in English. The basic structure of tag question is that tag repeats the auxiliary verb followed by the subject. If the statement is positive, tag question will be negative. If the statement is negative, tag question will be positive. For example, she is clever. Here we can see the statement is positive. As the statement is positive, therefore tag question will be negative. So she is clever. So the auxiliary verb here is given is. Will be in negative isn't. Followed by the subject she. So isn't she. When the statement is positive, tag question is negative, isn't she, put a question mark. Let's take the same example in a negative statement. She is not clever. Now here the statement is negative. As the statement is negative, therefore now the tag question will be positive. Is she? And then put the question mark. So here are some rules for making question tags. So the first rule is, if the verb in the statement is in form of be, repeat it in the question tag. For example, Anu is beautiful. So here in this example, is the verb is used as the main verb of the sentence. So when we make the question tag here, so Anu is beautiful, it's a positive statement. Therefore, our question tag will be negative. Anu is beautiful, isn't she? Put a question mark. So let's take one negative statement now. You weren't absent yesterday. So in this statement, were is used as the main verb of the sentence, as in its be form. When we use the question tag with this statement, the question tag will be positive. So, you weren't absent yesterday. Were you? Okay. So, the question tag will be were you. After that, put the question mark. Remember that if a verb in a positive statement is am, then in question tag we use aren't and not amn't. For example, I am a queen. Here, when we write the question tag, the statement is positive. When we write the question tag, it will be aren't I? Question mark. It will not be amn't I, it will be aren't I, and then put the question mark. Now let's take the negative statement here. I am not a queen. Here the statement is negative. So the question tag will be positive. So I am not a queen. Am I? Question mark. Okay. So if the statement is negative, then we write am I. But if the statement is positive, then we write aren't. Not amn't, we write aren't I. So this is the first rule of question tag. So now let's start with the second rule. If there is an auxiliary verb in the statement, repeat it in the tag. For example, she can't do this. Here the statement is negative and the auxiliary verb given is can, or we can say can't. As it is negative, can't. As the statement is negative, therefore the question tag will be positive. That is, can she and put the question mark. Let's take one more example of a positive statement. She will arrive tomorrow. Here, she will arrive tomorrow. The helping verb is, auxiliary verb is will. Okay? And as the statement is positive, we'll use a negative question tag. So, she will arrive tomorrow. Won't she? Question mark. So, this is our second rule. Now, the third rule. If there is no auxiliary verb in the statement, use the appropriate form of do in the question tag. It happens mainly in case of simple present tense and simple past tense. If the sentence is given in simple present tense, we use do or does according to the subject. If the subject is a singular number, we write does. If subject is a plural number, we write do. So, let's take one example here. She likes chocolate cake. So, here we can see the statement given is, it is in simple present tense and the subject is singular number. He, she, it and singular number we always use does. So, she likes chocolate cake. As the statement is positive, question tag will be negative. Doesn't she? Question mark. So, now let's take one more example of simple past tense. Okay. So, the simple past tense example we can take, they broke the glass jar. Here, they broke the glass jar. The statement is in simple past tense. As the statement is in simple past tense, so we will use the past form of do, that is did. And the statement is positive, therefore the question tag will be negative. Didn't they? Question mark. Fourth rule is, if the subject in the statement is a personal pronoun, repeat it after the verb in the question tag. For example, we are friends. Here the personal pronoun is we and the statement is positive. So the question tag will be, aren't we? Put question mark. Let's take one negative sentence now. Negative statement. She is not an industrialist. Here the statement is positive, negative. Therefore, question tag will be positive. Is she? Put the question mark. Now, the next rule, the fifth rule is, if the subject in the statement is a proper noun or not a personal pronoun, use an appropriate personal pronoun in question tag. For example, Ram is very intelligent. Here the subject is a proper noun. As the subject is proper noun, when we use the question tag, we will write the appropriate personal pronoun. Like here the statement is positive. Ram is very intelligent. Now the question tag will be negative. Isn't he? Okay, and put the question mark. Let's take one more example here. The sunset is beautiful. Here the sunset is not a personal pronoun. So therefore when we use the question tag here, we will use appropriate personal pronoun for it. So the statement is positive. The sunset is beautiful. Therefore the question tag will be negative. Isn't it? Put the question mark. I think it is clear to everybody. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.